Wisdom doesn't usually shout over the noise, but it does call to anyone willing to listen. Welcome to HisTime365. Today is day 194, and we're reading Proverbs 1 through 4. These chapters introduce us to wisdom's voice, the fear of the Lord, and the importance of choosing the path that leads to life.
Wisdom's Call. Embracing guidance from Proverbs 1 through 4. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by choices in life? You're not alone. The book of Proverbs offers profound wisdom that can guide us through the ups and downs of everyday living. Today, we're diving into Proverbs chapters 1 through 4, where we'll discover the value of wisdom, understanding, and the importance of following the right path. Proverbs opens with a compelling invitation. The writer, traditionally believed to be King Solomon, starts by emphasizing that the purpose of these sayings is to impart wisdom. This wisdom is not just for the wise, it's for everyone. In the very first chapter, we're told that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Proverbs 1 verse 7. This statement sets the stage for everything that follows. It's not about being scared, it's about reverence and respect for God, understanding that He is the ultimate source of wisdom. As we move through the chapters, we see a contrast between the wise and the foolish. The wise are portrayed as those who listen and take heed, while the foolish ignore sound advice. Picture a parent warning their child about the dangers of bad company. In Proverbs 1 verse 10 we read, "My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not." This is a powerful reminder that our choices shape our lives. Just as a child might be tempted to follow friends into mischief, we too face daily temptations that challenge our values. In our modern lives, think about the workplace. Perhaps a colleague proposes a shortcut that compromises your integrity. Proverbs encourages us to resist such temptations, reminding us that true wisdom often involves saying no to immediate gratification for the sake of long-term respect and success. Chapter 2 expands on the benefits of seeking wisdom. It's not just about knowing what is right or wrong, it's about actively pursuing understanding. Verse 4 mentions that if we seek her as silver and search for her as for hid treasures, we will discover the treasures of insight and discernment. This pursuit requires effort and intention. For example, in our family life, we might often overlook the importance of communication. If we seek to understand our loved ones as we would treasure a valuable item, we'll find deeper connections and stronger relationships. Instead of getting lost in our screens or rushing through our days, taking the time to listen can open doors to understanding that enrich our lives. In chapter 3, the verses shift to practical advice on how to live wisely. We're reminded to trust in the Lord with all our hearts and not lean on our own understanding. Proverbs 3 verse 5. This resonates deeply in times of uncertainty. For instance, during a financial crisis, instead of panicking and making rash decisions, trusting in God's guidance can lead to better choices. It might mean seeking wise counsel when managing money, creating a budget, or even finding new sources of income. Moreover, the chapter emphasizes the benefits of wisdom in our health. Verse 8 states, "It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones." This can be interpreted as a reminder that living wisely can have physical benefits. In today's world, where mental health is paramount, making choices rooted in wisdom, like setting boundaries with technology and prioritizing self-care, can lead to a more fulfilling life. As we reach chapter 4, the tone becomes more urgent. Wisdom is personified as a woman calling out to us, urging us to listen carefully. Verse 4 tells us that wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. This is a call to prioritize wisdom above all else. In our fast-paced society, it's easy to forget this. We often chase after success, wealth, or popularity, but Proverbs challenges us to consider what good is it to gain the world and lose our soul. In our digital lives, we face an avalanche of information daily. The noise can distract us from what truly matters. This chapter encourages us to guard our hearts as what we allow in shapes our thoughts and actions. Proverbs 4, verse 23. Think about the content we consume on social media or the news we read. Are they building us up or pulling us down? In practical terms, this could mean curating our feeds to include uplifting messages, seeking out positive influences, and surrounding ourselves with people who inspire us to be better. It's about being intentional with our time and energy. As we reflect on these chapters, we see that wisdom is not just a set of rules to follow, but a lifestyle to embrace. It's about making choices that align with our values and seeking God's guidance in every aspect of our lives. Remember, wisdom is a treasure worth pursuing, and it leads to a life of fulfillment, peace, and joy. In what ways can we actively seek wisdom in our daily lives? How can we apply the principle of the fear of the Lord in our decision-making processes? What are some specific actions we can take to guard our hearts in a digital age?
Thanks so much for joining me today for HisTime365. Remember, today's reading is Proverbs 1 through 4, so be sure to spend some time with those verses during your quiet time. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into Proverbs 5 through 7, so feel free to read ahead if you'd like to prepare. If you enjoyed this time together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you never miss a day on this journey. I'll see you back right here tomorrow for day 195. Until then, stay encouraged and thank you for giving God His time today.